Hello, my name is Derek. I can't trade, I can't bank, and I have been locked in a brutal war with this stupid bird. In the last episode, I completed TOA by getting the last two uniques, the Lightbearer Ring and the Masori Chaps. So now that I have the full Masori set, it's time to find its full potential. Each piece of the Masori set can be fortified using Armadillian plates, which you get from breaking down pieces of the Armadillo armor set, which you get by killing Kriara. I've already gotten the helmet and the chain skirt, which brings me to 4 plates worth, so I just need 4 more to fortify the Masori set. That's equivalent to 1 chest plate or 1 chain skirt plus 1 helmet. Now I didn't really get into this during the last video, but let's talk about why Kriara is one of my least favorite bosses in the game. I imagine that when this boss was being designed, this is the discussion that took place. Okay, so I'm working on this boss, right? It's a giant bird. Good start. And it hits up to 69 with its ranged attack, so the player's gonna need to be praying ranged the whole time. That makes sense. And we'll also give it a magic attack that hits up to 21, so they're just gonna be taking random 20s throughout the fight that they can't pray against. Oh, okay, so this is really just gonna be a big damage race. Well, not really, because we'll also give it a couple unique mechanics. First, I'm thinking all of its auto attacks will knock the player back a tile, and let's also make it so that if the player isn't targeting the boss, it'll change its AI to start using melee attacks too. Wow, that's a lot of mechanics. I am not done. On top of all that, it's also going to be ridiculously tanky, so you're never going to be able to hit it. Oh wow, what does it drop when you kill it? Why does it drop mind runes? So that's why this boss is a pain for everyone, but especially UIMs. For a long time, the standard way of killing this boss if you didn't have a T-bow or something was to use Chinchampas. Because of the weird way the accuracy works on Chinchampas, you could target the minions while still hitting the boss with the AoE damage every time, but that's not really a reasonable way to do it on a UIM because Chinchampas are always lost on death, meaning you can't re-gear while you have them in your inventory. So what I'm using instead is the Tunic and Shadow method. It's a lot more hectic, but theoretically, if I can really figure it out, I'll be getting really long trips in no time. The idea here with this method is to freeze both the melee minion and the mage minion and step under both of them while still making sure that the boss is being targeted on all ticks where it can choose to start meleeing. This means that theoretically, the only damage I take at all will be when the boss decides to use a magic attack instead of a ranged one. Alright, checking in here at 150 KC. I think I'm going to start experimenting with the loadout a bit. The advice I've been following so far is to prioritize physical defense and equipment slots where I can't get a significant magic boost, since the boss's magic attack rolls off of ranged defense. That's why I've been using a Slayer helm even when I'm off task. I think what I'm going to try and do instead though is just go all out on the magic bonuses, so Farseer helm and Mystic boots. I'm also going to bag the Lightbearer since I'm not using specs here, and try out the Ring of Shadows, which I got from completing Desert Treasure 2, since it has a +5 magic bonus and +2 prayer bonus. I'm thinking that a lot of my issues right now may simply just be coming from the fact that I can't reliably hit the boss or land freezes on the minions, so prioritizing my magic bonuses may be the play. This also means I don't have to keep my Dragon Defender on me, so I get an extra brew as well. And that's the end of the first trip on the new loadout. My first impression is that it's definitely noticeably more accurate, but it's also way more fragile. I am taking so much damage on those magic attacks from the boss. Ooh, yes, that is a dupe, but I'm still really happy. That's 7 plates worth, so now I need literally any armor piece, and I'm done. Fuck. First death, I guess. And that's everything recollected. Honestly, not too bad of a process, even though I had to make a new myth grapple to get back. The play is definitely to keep a spare construction cape on the cape rack and the POH for situations like this. It makes gathering all the required items so much easier.
An operative yet. I believe in you.
Glad you do.
I'm out of runes.
Someone's
I'm a
gotta.
dumbass. Oh my god.
Punch him.
Well, this trip is ending short.
If you just get the drop now, it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Gotta imagine though.
Imagine.
Yeah, I can't.
Right.
Ice Barrage or I got a Dragonstone. What?
Dragonstone! That's probably rarer than what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'll set imagine.
I'm pulling it up. I know you don't have a Ring of Wealth on. Dragonstone is 1 in 1,000.
Sup?
Derek, what are you doing?
Kriara.
Kriara D's nuts.
Ooh, okay. That's my first kill with no supplies used. I think the strategy of stepping under the minions is what's been causing the most problems for me. In theory, it does mean I take less damage, but I almost always have to break out of that pattern just to kite the melee minion around, and I think just trying to get away from it ASAP at the very beginning is the real play. Yeah, that last trip was a 7-kill trip. I think I'm going to switch to that new strategy going forward, and that should hopefully speed this up. Ooh, that's my second God Sword shard now. That's actually going to make it kind of awkward for me if I don't end up getting a shard 2 before my next armor piece. So fun fact here, even if you only have 2 of the shards and you're still missing one, you can still combine the 2 that you have. So right now I'm combining a shard 1 and a shard 3 to get a God Sword shards 1 and 3 item. Plus, that's still a tradable item, so I can bag it just like an individual shard. Yes, Arma Helm, get me out of here, never doing this boss again. First kill of the day too, I am so happy. Okay, so I have my 2 helmets and 2 chain skirts here, and I should just be able to use a chisel on them. There we go, 8 armadillion plates, and using them on the Masori set, there we go, full fortified Masori on the UIM. And in case anyone was wondering, yes, you can still store the fortified set in the POH. It's actually in a separate set from the normal set, so if you mess this up, it is possible to accidentally lock your pieces in the armor case on a UIM. That's why I did it all in one go. Fortifying the Masori set doesn't change its ranged accuracy or damage, but it does improve its defenses, especially the magic defense. For reference, the unfortified Masori set has defenses that are on par with Black Dragonhide for physical defense, and even worse than Black D'hide for magic defense. So it's really a glass cannon kind of thing. But after fortifying it, it becomes the best ranged armor for defense as well as offense. Fortifying the set also gives it a +1 prayer bonus per piece as a nice bonus. And with that done, I feel like that is a big chapter of the UIM closed out entirely. I've gotten every purple from the Tombs of Amascut and fortified my entire Masori set. If you've been watching the UIM videos up until this point, you know that the main goal that I've been working towards for the past few months now has been getting geared up to re-enter the Chambers of Xeric. I'm going to be running that raid for a long time, so I want to make sure that I have every upgrade I can get until then. There's just 2 more gear upgrades that I need to get before I'll feel comfortable starting an extended Cerberus Grind, and those are the Primordial Boots, which are the best melee boots in the game, and the Avernic Defender, which is the best melee offhand in the game. I'm probably going to be using melee more in the process of getting the Defender, so I think I'm going to get the boots first. Alright, I think the time has finally come. Let's talk about Cerberus. This is a Slayer boss that you unlock at 91 Slayer, which means I've been able to fight her for over a year and a half now, but I've neglected it until now. Partially because I haven't had much of a reason to until now, and partially because I have a bit of a history with this boss. Ooh, I'm out. But this time I am ready for a rematch. There's just one problem though, which is that you can only fight Cerberus while on a Slayer task for Hellhounds, so it's time for another Slayer grind, and because I'm already at 98 Slayer, there's a decent chance that this could be my 99 Slayer grind as well. So first things first, I need to deal with something that happened during the events of the last video. If you remember when I was preparing for UIM Bingo, I got a ton of Slayer points, but what I didn't show in the video was that during the competition, I spent a ton of Slayer points. Look, when you're in a competition like that, you need to use what resources you have available to you. In any case, I'm broke now, so it's time to start Turiel boosting again to get a good point stockpile again. Also, I'm going to use this opportunity to unblock Hellhounds. I had these blocked until now since I didn't really want Hellhound tasks until I was ready to fight Cerberus. Ooh, and there we are, the first Hellhound task, 193 of them. That's on the upper side of how many he can offer too. He offers up to 200 and you can't extend it. So let's talk about Cerberus's drop table. Outside of the pet and the jar, she has 4 main uniques, all at a rate of 1 in 512, so 1 in 128 to get any unique. The first is a Smoldering Stone, which can be attached to a dragon skilling tool to make an infernal version of the tool, which provides a secondary effect on the resources you gather with it. So for example, you can attach it to a dragon axe to make an infernal axe, which automatically burns some of the logs you chop with it. And the other uniques are the 3 crystals, Primordial, Pegasian, and Eternal. These attach to the Dragon Boots, Ranger Boots, and Infinity Boots respectively to create the best in slot boots for each attack style. The one unique that I really care about here is the Primordial Crystal, since I already have Dragon Boots, but I'm not really interested in getting Ranger Boots or Infinity Boots right now. Besides the uniques, there's not really too much interesting stuff on the drop table. It has some various skilling supplies, alchemies, and runes, and it also has a 1 in 64 chance to drop 3 teleport scrolls, which teleport you right to the boss room, which is pretty nice since it's a bit of a run to get there. So if you're wondering why I still have my crystal armor even though I have full fortified Masori now, this is one of the reasons. You can use melee or ranged at Cerberus, and although melee is faster, it can still be better to use ranged while you're still pretty inexperienced with the fight like I am. So I'm going to be using the Bofa here, and I imagine sometime soon I may feel comfortable enough to switch to using the Fang. Okay, first trip done, and it was just 2 kills, but again, I'm still getting used to it. First impression is that these kills are faster than I expected, but I am taking a lot of damage from the auto attacks. Ooh, anti-bite mechanics. That's for not getting meleeed for the whole fight. There's going to be a few combat achievements for not getting hit by the various mechanics. Unrequired anti-fire. That's for not taking damage from the lava pools. I forgot to record this for the main voiceover, but Ghostbuster. That's for doing the ghosts right. What? Oh god, that wasn't supposed to happen that early. First unique, and it's an Eternal Crystal. Not exactly what I was looking for, so I think this is just going to get dropped to the main. And that's a Rue No More, which is for killing Cerb before she gets a chance to spawn any ghosts. I think at this point all the remaining combat achievements are just for KC up to 150, so I'll actually be done with all the combat achievements by the end of the task. Okay, so this is actually going very smoothly, much more so than I thought, so I think I'm going to add thralls into the mix now. I'll be giving up 1 piece of food for the Book of the Dead, but it should speed up the kills a bit on average. Ooh, Keymaster teleports. That gives me an instant teleport back to the boss for the next 3 trips. Very nice. Oh my god, that's the Primordial Crystal. Wow, what is with this account, dude? Like 58 KC, that's like a 10th of the drop rate. So that's what I needed from Cerb. I was expecting to go all the way to 99 Slayer with this grind and take like multiple tasks, but at this point I guess I'll just move on and save 99 Slayer for sometime later. That is ridiculous. So I guess the next order of business is to get another pair of Dragon Boots to turn these into Prims. And there we are, let's get these things made. Boom, Primordial Boots on the UIM. That is the best melee boots in the game right there. Okay, so you may think I'm done with this process, but I'm actually not. Let me explain a bit of UIM history about these things. For a very long time, one of the biggest debates in the UIM community was whether Prims are worth the back slot. That's because the Dragon Boots are storable in the POH if you have the ornament kit from Hard Clues, but the Prims were not storable. But that actually changed this year with an update that made it so that Prims could be used in place of Dragon Boots in this stash unit beneath the Heroes Guild. And not only that, if you have that Dragon Boots ornament kit, that actually makes the Prims effectively single storable since you can store the D boots in the stash unit when you have the Prims out and keep them in the POH when you don't. To explain what I mean here, I'm going to need the other 2 items for that stash unit, a rune longsword and a pair of split bark legs. The sword is trivial to get, but for the split bark, I'm going to need to do a bit of the Shades of Morton minigame. Shades of Morton is a really obscure minigame that I may dive into the details of sometime down the line, but the only thing I'm going for right now is 3 pieces of fine cloth. I've done this before to get an Amulet of the Damned, but the cloth should be a bit quicker to get. Huh, well, there's another Amulet of the Damned. Completely useless, but it's an alch, I guess. And there we are, fine cloth number 3. Cool, that's our split bark legs. Now let's see how this process works for single storing the Prims. So let's say I want to get my Prims out. I can get my D boots from the POH and teleport to the Myths Guild, then take the portal to the Heroes Guild, then pull everything out of the stash unit, and finally store the D boots where the Prims used to be. And when I want to store the Prims, I can just do this in reverse, so it's effectively single storable. Very, very happy to have this upgrade on the UIM. There's just 1 item left until I'm all geared up to return to Chambers, but I'm getting the feeling that this one's going to be a lot more involved. The Avernic Defender is the best melee offhand in the game, and you obtain it by using an Avernic Defender hilt on the Dragon Defender. The hilt is a reward from the Theater of Blood, something that I've never attempted outside of story mode on any account. So let's dive into one of RuneScape's biggest challenges. Raids 2, the Theater of Blood. This is easily the most difficult of the 3 raids in the game, and one thing that makes it very difficult from the others is that it's generally not something you do solo. It is possible, and completing a solo top is a very big achievement that some people have gotten, but that's in a whole other tier of technical skill that I don't think I will ever even touch on any account, let alone a UIM. So this grind is going to be a team activity. Another difference for Tob is that there are no puzzle segments, and it has a fixed raid layout. You fight these 6 bosses in this order, good luck. Of course, just like the other 2 raids, there's a chance that when you finish the raid, you can receive a unique reward, so let's go through them and see what we're working with. Starting off at a 42% chance on every purple is the Avernic Defender hilt. This is what I'm going for, and I'm honestly really hoping I can just get this as my first unique so I can get in and out. Next at 10% is the Garazi Rapier. This is a side grade to the Osmunten's Fang that I already have. It has a faster attack speed but lower accuracy, so it's a lot better for enemies with lower defense. Also at 10% is the Sanguinesti Staff, which would be a side grade to my Shadow. It attacks faster but with less power, but it also has a 1 in 6 chance to heal half of the damage dealt on a successful hit. There's a 30% chance to get one of the 3 pieces of the Justiciar armor set, which is the best tank armor in the game, so each piece is an individual 10%. And finally, at a roughly 5% chance is the Scythe of Bitter, this raid's mega rare. It's a 2-handed slash weapon that has 2 unique passives. First, it can hit up to 3 separate enemies within melee range in one swing, and finally, if you're attacking an enemy that's larger than 1 tile by 1 tile, it actually rolls up to 3 separate attacks, with the second and third ones having reduced damage. This thing is ridiculously powerful, but for very niche situations. I'm going to be real with you all, I think learning this raid is going to be a brutal process. Not only is it very easy to take tons of damage very quickly, but it's also very unforgiving. If everyone in the team dies in a fight, that's treated as a real death with a 100k death storage fee. The mechanics are also more involved than most of the PVM I've done on this account so far. That said, I've tackled big challenges on this account before, so I am very excited to try this one out too. I look so stupid, but that's what's going to be needed here. Inventory space is tight right now because there's a lot of required gear to be even reasonably efficient at the Theater of Blood, like the Crystal Halberd as a DPS spec weapon, and the Salve Amulet for fighting bloat. Plus, there's some items that I have to have in my inventory since they're untradeable and Tob is an unsafe death, stuff like the looting bag, the seed box, and my crystal armor pieces, even though I won't be using them in the raid. Plus, for any type of potion that I'm bringing into the raid, I have to have the noted version of that potion in my inventory so I can unnote them. Alright, I think it's time. My friend One David J, known RuneScape gamer and F-Zero speedrunner, has hooked me up with a team of kind people who are willing to help an idiot with a scuffed inventory. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, we failed. Can't drain this. What the fuck, UIM?
Disaster.
Come on, man. There goes perfect maiden, David. What the fuck?
True.
It's so doomed.
So as you can see in this clip, I'm performing the easiest role in the raid because the other members of my team would like to complete a raid every once in a while. So for example, for Maiden, I'm just dealing DPS the entire time and I don't need to worry about freezing the ads. Oh, Jesus, okay. I saw my true tile around the corner, but...
Yeah, it reads the tick before.
Oh, okay. So, okay, the tick before the big screen shake.
Surely it's not a bloat wipe.
Nah.
Not with the UIM, it has to rebag.
Oh, that's true. I completely forgot about that.
It
Yeah, that's
shouldn't
a Giga
be.
aid.
It shouldn't be too bad. I have the steps written out for in case of team wipe. Shouldn't be too bad. I get to use the really stupid UIM method of having 8 bond offers in for 100k each.
Oh, so based.
They locked us out of Death's Coffer, but they didn't lock us out of being able to buy bonds. There we go. You saved it.
Thank you, Mr. David.
TY for saving my good boy.
Okay, that was awful on my part.
That boss
It's
fucking
fine,
sucked.
I did not die.
And you didn't even get chanced either. You were like 80 HP and you got hit at 53. Max is a 70.
Oh, okay, I see what's going on there.
Yeah, dude.
Always make sure you path onto the last tile and then off.
I think I was misunderstanding something about how the maze works. So it is not just true tile.
No.
You
That's
have
only
to-
when you're where you click, basically.
So like
Yeah.
it. Oh, I
The
mean,
ti-
like it
the
literally
tile that
draws
you-
a line between.
Yeah, the tile that
your
you
true
skip over
tiles.
is still
Got
dangerous.
it. Okay, yeah. fuck.
It's easiest if you attack the same tick as her, just so you don't have to like avoid or you don't have to worry about.
So like this. Oh my god, what happened there?
You might get nuked
You have a
here.
crab. Yeah, eat up, eat up.
Oh Jesus, fuck, dude.
Okay, I hit our purple.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty normal. Just
So-
instant IP2.
So what was that then? Because I didn't get
Crap.
hit by a projectile.
Yeah, it's the crabs.
I've been playing too much League of Legends. I watched you run, and you ran off screen from me, and I tried to move my mouse to the edge of the screen to like adjust it. Just the camera. Nice.
Wow. That's why y'all are the experts.
Thank you for the clears. No. Never lucky. 70K.
bad.
Um,
Surely
I
the
care about
MVP.
any
Damn.
of
No
this.
way,
Schwartz
lad.
died more than the learner.
Bro, okay.
What?
To be fair, he was
David?
murdered.
Yeah,
True, but it's still funny.
David, I've been potting so much top.
I can tell by your performance.
3
Shut
deaths.
up, bro.
I think you're one tick early. I
Yeah,
think.
you're early.
Yeah, so like this
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Should I attack the purple? Oh god, what?
Yeah.
What hit me there?
Oh, it does damage if it
Crab
spawns
spawned
top
on
of
you.
I somehow ran out of prayer there, and so I was focusing on getting my prayer up.
Cool.
Jeez. You guys are good.
I'm
Dude, we
gaming.
smoked that fucking P2.
Yeah, that was good.
1 death raid. There we go. I got the fucking chally.
No.
The year is 2023. I am capable of hitting a chally. Pretend you can't see the result of me messing up my switch there. On the ground.
Please tell me you're the one with adamant darts, right? Right, Derek?
Nope.
Oh,
I have dragon darts.
SeaWorld dragging us with the adamant darts.
it's fine. Do a little bit of L movement.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Fuck. Forgot I have to click off.
What KC did you get your hammer at?
Sub 400 for the Warhammer.
I got mine on my iron. at, like,
Actually, so
1700.
fucking spin, dude. What the fuck?
This account is, so you don't know this about my account. My account is like notoriously very, very spinned. Like,
My friend has 2 shadows.
yeah. If you ever see like Wild Mudkip's UIM series, like more so than that, like less spectacularly than that, because I don't have like the 1 KC stuff, but like in terms of just like the biggest.
I got a 1 KC
spins.
Jad pet.
I got a 1 KC Bofa. Normal
What the
gauntlet.
fuck?
Stick. I got 2
Normal
KC
gauntlet,
Zuck
dude.
pet.
What the hell?
I'm already getting mad at this point. Like it's like it hasn't even started yet. I'm already mad. Okay, my accuracy is so shit with the whip.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, Fang is like a huge improvement. It's just the attack cycle is a bit weird. We're going for bounces.
There we go. Yeah, and I'm basically out of prayer, so.
I might die here.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, well, that happened. Alright, well,
Never punish. Let's fucking go. This is so giga free, dude. As long as you don't like mega troll, it's free.
Hmm. Yeah, I was basically
Nice,
just
dude.
waiting for webs.
Surely this one has to be the fucking purple, right?
There's no way we don't get rewarded for this.
why am I not able to move?
Why am I frozen?
There we go.
Yeah,
That was
it happens
Little
sometimes.
black, I guess, or no?
Yeah, good luck.
Okay.
No fucking way!
Is it yours?
It's mine.
Yo, let's
That's the most undeserved thing.
go.
Wait,
First night sight.
it's UIMs. Oh my
That is
God.
that is for
Oh my
KC.
god.
No way, I just got
What
149
the fuck?
for that.
So I'm here to get in and out for an Avernic. Like, and then I'm off
Please.
to Chambers
That's the most
for
common item.
Tebow.
Come
Watch
on,
you just
dude.
get it in one night.
It's like 40-something%, right? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, please.
8 and 17.
Oh,
Rapier.
that's
Whew.
beast.
That is solid.
GC
Wow.
Slayer.
Okay. I mean, I'm keeping that. It's not
That's
like
100%
yeah.
not a drop item. That's a keep item. 100%.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
just Slayer
Wow.
skipped, dude. You literally
Wow.
you don't need a whip anymore.
I mean,
Assuming
I'm
you can Fang Berserk.
yeah, like
Yeah.
so. I'm at like 98 Slayer right now, but yeah, that's awesome. It's still like that's
Wow.
still great to have.
Mhm.
Wow.
GZ beast.
Hell yeah.
4 KC
Wow.
Rapier, dude. Oh my god.
And you guys made it to P3 too, so you got some practice there.
Yeah, I got to see that part of the fight. So this is the Garazi Rapier. It's basically the best melee weapon in the game when fighting enemies with low defense. It used to be the best stab weapon entirely until the Fang was added with TOA. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be using this, but I am definitely keeping it in the bag. It basically makes the Abyssal Whip obsolete, except for enemies that are much more weak to slash than they are to stab. To put it into perspective how lucky this was a 3-death raid. Tob does have a really good unique rate by default at 1 in 9, but every time someone dies, that chance goes down by a lot. Also, the fact that I died makes this even less likely to go to me as opposed to someone else on the team like David who didn't die at all. That said, I still have an Avernic Defender hilt to go for, so I'm still going to be grinding out top in search of purple number 2. By the way, if you want to know what I've been doing when I don't have people to raid with, I've mainly just been AFK mining at shooting stars. They recently changed how these work after all the controversy about the hyper AFK method at Duke Cecilus, rest in peace, error occurred, so now they don't deplete faster when more people are mining them. So you can basically use the various CCs or Discord servers out there to find active stars and mine them with 20-minute AFK times. It is great. I'm spending the Stardust on gem packs, so I'm effectively getting 23k mining XP per hour and 8k crafting XP per hour for very, very little effort.
I believe in you guys.
I believe in David.
I believe in you, bro.
I now understand why no one wants to tank this, because holy shit, I cannot imagine, like, reacting to that. Oh, I'm totally dead.
Just gonna kill you.
Yeah. Okay, well,
You think you got it, David?
Guess we'll find out.
I feel like I'm at least at the point where, like, I'm generally, like, I understand that, like, all the damage I took at Verzik.
Okay,
shit.
let's decide.
Oh, purple.
Good luck, good luck.
What you got? Surely you send it back to that. Just to play
No.
through. Just,
Face guard.
Well, we both died one time.
yeah. Well, blow deaths don't count, to be fair. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Also, bro, I'm not a witness.
that was the most charged aha.
That might be a zap onto you, south. Heads up. Oh, it might be pass it through. Cool. I'm getting bounced again. It's worldwide.
Oh my fucking god.
For the bank, too.
Alright, I'm about to start my third night of raids. I ran the DPS calcs, and it looks like if I can get the method down for using the Fang at Verzik P2, then the Rapier will be better DPS than the Whip anywhere I'm not using the Fang, so the Whip is basically obsolete at Tob now. I'm using the Fang at Sodetseg and Verzik phases 2 and 3, and I'm using the Rapier for all the other melee bosses. I've also been taking some time to practice using this Verzik Trainer web app, which simulates all the attack timings in a browser, which is pretty neat. I wanted to take a second to show something off here. UIMs have a bit of a reputation for taking a long time to prep for Tob, especially upon a party wipe, but I think I managed to work out a good method here. Because I pre-prepared those 100k bond offers, I can immediately unlock the top death storage and pull out everything I want to put in my looting bag, along with my rune pouch for teleports. I can teleport home, take a teleport from there to the Ferox Enclave, and then get a new looting bag to store all my bagged items. Then, since Purdue is right there, I can just get 5k out of my LMS coffer to buy an Ecto file. I've already unlocked the free boat ride from the Ecto Funtus to the dock south of Sleep, which happens to be right next to the Theater of Blood. Then I can just pull the rest of my stuff out of death storage and start getting ready for the next raid all in about 3 minutes. And that's not even trying to go particularly fast. I'm really happy that I sort of figured out a process that would minimize the downtime for my team. A bit of an update on the mining gains. First off, I saved some Stardust to unlock the recolor for the Prospector's kit. There's no benefit there for my account, it just looks cool. I also started power mining iron when I'm able to do some less AFK mining, and here's why. 92 mining is on the horizon, and that's why I've been doing all this mining in my downtime. And the reason I want 92 mining is so I can unlock Amethyst, which will be my way of maintaining darts for my blowpipe for the upcoming Cerberus Grind. One of the things that helps a ton with mining Amethyst is the Expert Mining Gloves, which gives a chance to make a rock not deplete when you mine it. Those Expert Mining Gloves are going to cost 240 unidentified minerals in total, which equates to about 15 to 20 hours of power mining iron, depending on how efficient I'm being. This is a bit of a rough grind, especially because it's not AFK at all, but it is a permanent unlock once I finish it since the gloves are storable in the POH. And there we are, 120 unidentified minerals. I'm not done yet. Actually, I'm exactly halfway done, but this is a good milestone regardless. To make the expert gloves, you have to get both of the lower tiers of gloves and combine them with 60 extra minerals, and 120 is enough for the superior ones, which I can store in the POH. So in the future, I'll only have to do one grind of 60 minerals for the basic gloves and another grind of 60 to combine them. Also, I should mention this got me across 90 mining, so we have another skill in the 90s, which is neat.
Yeah, no one's made it.
Oh, I got the, what was it, 75 KC? That's cool.
Any purple? Oh, purple in my name.
Oh,
Ooh,
scythe, please.
deserved.
Ooh, Vernic.
Nice.
Oh, her autos are faster.
Yep, once she enrages, she
What's
actually
your
types 5
5
pick
now?
instead of 7.
I'm now realizing I could have stayed alive if I just clicked yellow at the end. Yeah,
Classic.
fuck.
Oh man, you almost made it though.
On. Yes! Oh my god.
First deathless.
First deathless.
that whole raid was deathless too.
That- yeah, the whole raid
dude.
was
I was like, what
deathless.
happened? I didn't.
Oh my
understand.
god.
Never rewarded for
Trash,
deathless raid.
dude.
Never.
Yeah, once the enrage starts, it's really hard.
Oh, I have a purple. I have a
Oh
purple.
shit.
Oh my
I
god.
knew you were gonna get one.
Wait, is it finally the deserved purple? No! It's David's MVP.
If you're
Undeserved.
competing at twice, it's basically impossible to MVP.
Well, I mean, you died and I didn't, but
Yeah.
oh my
but even
god,
still,
this is insane pace. Okay, it's like basically 50-50 for an Avernic. Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Come on. Yes!
Oh, shit, there it is.
Let's go!
Sick, dude.
Yes! I can just go ahead and attach this now.
Yeah.
All right. Use on the Dragon Defender. Can't reobtain the hilt. Proceed. There we are. A Vernic Defender. Oh, that's so good.
Quick and easy done.
Just in and out. 17 KC.
It's like barely the drop rate
Are
for
you
one
done with
purple.
Tom
You get
now?
2.
I'm done with top for now. I will eventually be coming back, but it will be like distant future. And there it is, the Avernic Defender. It's the best melee offhand in the game, giving +5 to the attack and defense bonuses of the Dragon Defender, along with 2 more strength bonus. One other nice thing about it is, just like the Dragon Defender, you can store it in the Warrior's Guild stash unit. Before I end this video, there is one bit of housekeeping I wanted to do, and I wanted to make sure this got into the video for continuity reasons, but it's a bit unrelated. Way back when I made this account in early 2021, I didn't know if the UIM was going to be something I wanted to do long term, and I definitely didn't know if it would sort of become my identity as it pertains to RuneScape, so at the time I gave it the name UIM DMK, but now it's far past time to make a change here. The UIM is now named Derek MK. For the last 8 months, I've been collecting weapons, armor, and utility items for the purpose of eventually returning to the Chambers of Xeric, and I'm happy to say that now my arsenal is complete. In the next video, I'll be wrapping up the final skilling upgrades I need, and then the Chambers Grind will begin. See you then.